this is Dodger and you're watching my show. I gotta confess something to you guys. I may have started rewatching One Piece. God, what a roller coaster of nostalgia. If you ever got super into some sort of a shonen battle anime or manga and you go back and start it over from the beginning, you're gonna go through a series of stages, right? First stage is, whoa, this looks old. Second stage is, oh, I remember these characters. Third stage is, when are they gonna get to the good stuff? It's fun though, and Sam's watching Bleach, and that just makes me want to do the same thing with Bleach, and Anyway, for our first piece of news, something that a lot of people have been sort of disgruntled over. So the new Nintendo 3DS, which is fantastic, by the way, looks amazing. It's got the little nipple to help you with all of your monster hunting. I mean, let's be honest, that's the only reason that I want it. Big drawback, does not come with a charger. What? I think there were probably plenty of people who pre-ordered either the Majora's Mask 3DS or the Monster Hunter 3DS and wound up having this system without a charger. And sure, maybe you already had a 3DS before, maybe you got a 3DS XL, who knows, and you already had a charger laying around and you went, phew, thank goodness, I can go on with my life. But for everybody else who finally said, you know what, this is it. I think that this is the time when I finally really want one. They wound up with a system and no way to charge it. Now the question is, are they required to give you a charger? And legally, of course, obviously not. It's their product, they can include whatever they want, and we can complain about it however we want. But is there kind of an implied amount of battery life that suggests to us, I trust you as a consumer of yours. I trust you to give me a charger so that I can enjoy your product to the fullest extent. Phones. Phones hold a charge for maybe a day, maybe longer if you don't use your phone very often. Any handheld game device, same thing. Like, I can play my Vita for quite a few hours, but it needs to be charged. I can play my 3DS for quite a few hours, but it needs to be charged. So this has just been post after post after post after post of people being like, I didn't know, and I'm sure it's written somewhere. Actually, I could probably look on Sam's. Okay. I found the box. He pre-ordered the Monster Hunter one, so let's see. Okay, so it does say AC adapter not included. AC adapter sold separately. New Nintendo 3DS XL uses the same AC adapter as Nintendo DSi, Nintendo 3DS, and 2DS. Here's the other thing that bothers me about this. Is that not many places carry that charger. It's not like with your phone where a lot of places are gonna have that charger around. Or even it's not like the sort of charging thing where you can say, that's a micro USB. Got that. With this, it's like I have to go to a game store or I have to order it online. Like I can't just go to Walgreens and find one. It just irritates me. It's just one of those money things where I'm like, really? Really? You can't just give a charger for your system, really? Well, my complaining will do nothing, but some people are upset. Apple is starting to promote what they are calling pay once and play games. These are games where there are no in-app purchases, you buy the game, and you're done. I feel like we can probably all agree that in the mobile world, something like that is a little bit necessary because if a game says, I'm free to play, sometimes that's a little misleading because you click on the game and then it's like, oh gosh, all this stuff you want me to do is gonna take me like 28 days, or you could pay 99 cents. And there are also plenty of games that have like a light version of their game where the light version has ads all over the place and they're like, but if you pay 99 cents, you could get the version with no ads. So I don't know whether or not these are games that have no ads and no in-app purchases, or if they're games that specifically just have ads but don't ask you to pay any money outright. I'm going to assume that free-to-play apps with ads are in a totally different place. And then games where you buy the game, there's no microtransactions and no ads are going to be the pay once sort of an area. But I like it. It's encouraging the consumer to look for that specific type of game, which will mean that the people who are making the games will then start to think, okay, how can we create a game that will be within our budget, that'll like work out well for us, but will also be able to get into kind of this weird niche group of games. Because it's rare. That whole sort of a thing is rare in the mobile world right now, which is kind of weird. I think it might also only be in England right now that they're doing that, or in the UK. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not positive. But, well, we can look on my phone. All right. We're doing some investigative stuff today. So much investigating of for reals life things. All right. Top charts. Maybe it'll be listed as a genre in the charts. Paid, free, top grossing. Explore games. Featured, educational, family, puzzle, role play. No results. Okay. I don't know. It's definitely a thing in the UK at the very least. So if you wind up finding it, let me know, because I don't use the App Store very much. There's a cool new Just Cause 3 trailer, which a lot of people are making fun of because it has, you know, sort of a mellow cover of Firestarter. I'm super into it. Like, you know the 99 Problems cover that's kind of country? It's a little bit like that, but with Firestarter. I'm super into that sort of stuff. I know it's just the most hipster thing in the world. I can't help it. Yeah, the trailer is just a lot. I mean, it's a lot of things on fire. It's a lot of things on fire, and then we're like, ah, there's Rico, and then it's the end of the trailer. A lot of people are really excited about Just Cause 3, to just like see Rico again, to touch his beautiful, handsome face. I feel like, I don't know, it might be me. It might be, it's not you, it's me. It's fine, don't worry about it. I just have some things I need to work on. I feel like Just Cause is, I don't know. It's one of those franchises that I think right now is going to feel a little repetitive. We have a lot of games that have a similar sort of feel to Just Cause, in my opinion. And I'm worried that this game coming out, people are gonna go, oh, I'm really excited, new Just Cause game. Like, old fans of Just Cause are gonna be really excited. And everybody else who never really played Just Cause is gonna look at it and go, oh, that looks like all those other games. It's, you know, it's a badass simulator, right? It's a game where you run around with guns in the middle of nowhere, or perhaps not the middle of nowhere, and you shoot up some people for great justice, and you look awesome, right? That's the game. But that's a lot of games right now. But perhaps the love of the franchise will keep it going. Everybody will be like, yeah, Rico, I love you. The Black Emporium is coming back to Dragon Age, yo girl, what? So one of those things that people just want so bad, and one of those open world, I created my own character sort of games like Skyrim, is to be able to go somewhere and say, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore. To be able to go somewhere and just tweak your character. Like, maybe you chose a hairstyle that in the cool swirly room of character creation looked super dope, and then you took them out into the world and you said, wow, that hair looks awful. It's always nice to have somewhere that you can go and change that bad hairstyle. Anyway, so the Black Emporium is coming back. It is a area, it's kind of like black market-ish, and it's where you can go, you can buy cool items, you can get new weapons, just really cool magical sort of things. And you can also use the Mirror of Transformation and transform your body, your voice. I don't know if you can change your race. I feel like you wouldn't be able to. And the reason that I say that is because there's so many things that are hingent on what sort of a race you are, in terms of like your interaction with other characters, the way that things have gone so far, the way that the game recognizes you as part of the story. You know, like, I feel like it would be so weird to go to the Mirror of Transformation and be like, you know what, I don't want to be Canary anymore, I'm done with this. Like, no, but you and Iron Bull, you had so many bro moments where you were like, Canary, am I right? And then you fist bumped, and then you lolled about how dumb everybody is, and I lost all of those moments. For those of you who played Dragon Age 2 a lot, perhaps you know whether or not we can change our race. I don't want to, but it would be interesting to know whether or not that was a thing that was established in Dragon Age 2. I hope you can't, though. I really hope you can't. I hope you have to stick to one thing, man. Like, you make that choice and it affects so much in the game. I'm just like, Rah! Anywho, yeah, I'm not gonna be changing mine because she dope. If you've been playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth a ton, like I have, you've probably heard that there's going to be DLC, and it's quite exciting. We got a little update about what all is going to be involved in the DLC, and it's very exciting. Oh, that's not the right password. Shh, I'm using Sam's phone because mine's dead, don't tell him. The game expansion is going to be called Afterbirth because, well, you know why. The expansion will feature 100+ new items, a full new game mode that will totally change how you play, 10 new challenges, a new playable character, an alternate final chapter, new alternate floors, new game endings, new final bosses, tons of new bosses and enemies, new item pickups, cards, pills, etc., tons of new achievements and rewards for beating the game on hard, new co-op babies, new transformations, and more. And they're hoping that the game is going to be coming out the middle of this year. So that's as close as they can give us to a release date. But it sounds like they're gonna be giving us a lot. You know, when Rebirth came out, so many people were not convinced that it was gonna be worth anybody's time. I have loved Rebirth. I really loved regular Binding of Isaac, but I have really sunken my teeth into Rebirth. It's been fantastic, especially having it on the Vita. It means that I can basically play it always. But having a bunch of new DLC is going to be really interesting too, because there are people who play it way more than me, like actually constantly. And they wind up, you know, they know every room. They walk into a room and they're like, I've been here a million times. I know exactly what to do. You know, like you just wind up in the same rooms over and over and over again. And even me, I wind up in the same rooms fairly often. Where I'm like, this is the room that's filled with poop monsters. Got it. For the people who really wanted to get all of the achievements before the DLC comes out, you still have a little bit of time. I'm not even gonna attempt that because it's just not gonna happen. But I imagine that doing a DLC like this must be really, really difficult. Because again, in original Binding of Isaac, right, you just had like a bunch of items and items would replace each other sometimes and it was a little bit frustrating. And in Rebirth, they try to make it so that there are item combinations that will combine to create a better item, or you'll just have all of the items happening at once, right, and you're just like barfing so many things. But they have to code that in. And there are so many items already, right? You have to like wrap your mind around that there's so many items. And then they go through and they decide, okay, these items are gonna combine to do this, and these items are gonna combine to do this. That's nuts. And now they're gonna add in way more. Like, if it takes beyond the middle of this year, I'll understand. As a final bit of news, some of you might have seen on the social medias that there was a lot of drama revolving around MOLYNEUX this week. Why, you ask? A lot of people were really digging deep into what's going on with Goddess, and it's been interesting to say the least. Some of you might remember that there was a game called Curiosity that MOLYNEUX put out, and he said, when you get to the center, it'll change your life. The prize is gonna change your life. So the guy who won that, named Brian Henderson, won the opportunity to become God of Gods in the game Goddess. And not only that, he was supposed to be winning a portion of the money that was made off of co-op mode. Not co-op mode, multiplayer mode. So Eurogamer reached out to Brian and they were like, yo dog, what's up? And Brian was like, I have no idea. I haven't heard from them in forever. And then Rock Paper Shotgun did an article about Goddess in general, about how there are people who are working on the game that are like, yeah, we're probably not gonna get this done. Or like, not even, we're probably not gonna get this done, but also just, yeah, you know, all of those perks that you guys paid for in the Kickstarter, you know, all of those items that you're supposed to be getting, I don't think we're gonna get all those. So there's now an interview by John Walker on Rock Paper Shotgun. It is with Peter Molyneux, and it is fascinating. It's really long, really, really long, but man, I don't think that I've ever read an interview about the games industry where somebody went so ham on another person. Like, John pulled no punches, like asked all of the hard questions, got in real deep, and it's a very, very interesting read. I think that everybody should read it, so I'll definitely link that in the description. Because it's not just about, you know, like, it's MOLYNEUX being MOLYNEUX, just being a weirdo, right? It's not that. It's also, what does it mean to do something on Kickstarter? What does it mean to say, to promise things, and then also be like, I mean, I kind of knew that those promises were outlandish, right? Like this whole crowdfunding thing, it delves into a lot of stuff that's really, really fascinating. So I think it's important to read, honestly. I think it's really important to read right now because so many people are trying to do the same thing. Anywho, that is my show. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section. And if you would like to have coffee with me, you can click wherever I put the annotation and it'll take you to my other channel. But otherwise, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and I will talk to you again next weekend. Bye-bye!